Welcome to the temple at Ralka, Moon Hallowed. This one knows Hallowed. Former main Akuzri is here. Preparations have begun. Your path to the Two Moons dance begins here and now. The champions are here. They awaited your arrival with great enthusiasm. Are you ready to join them within? Excellent. The Queen, the Sylvanar, even the fallen light Akuzri is within. This one's superior, Kalzana Bijo, awaits you at the dais. Follow Hadamdo, Hallowed.
I know that scent. Green keep you, my friend. The Sylvanar and I are well pleased that we could be here to support the Khajiiti people. Oh no. My people are deeply divided. I believe this is one of the most vulnerable moments our fragile dominion has faced. King Camoran himself felt he had to remain in Balinwood. Stay close to the people. Keep them from worrying. I've spoken with the champions, taken in their scent. They seem lean, strong, flexible, much like my Sylvanar. I fear they do not have the experience, the age that the main should have. But I'm willing to watch and wait and see.
My friend, it's good to see you again. I'm thrilled I could persuade Aselmo to trek out here. We need to support Akuzri and the champions. This is a vulnerable moment for our fragile new dominion. Cautious might be a better word. Since the Dominion formed, there has been a great deal of political turmoil. The Old Guard in Oridon, resistance to King Camoran's rule, and now the spiritual leader of the Khajiit corrupted by a dark spirit. I've known the Speaker and the Main for years and have every confidence in them. I've spoken to Shazar and Kali here in the temple, and I'm most impressed. The Somerset Isles will support elsewhere, come what may.
This one is humbled to stand before the moon, hallowed. You have done so much for Akuzri's people. More than he has done in some time, he thinks. You speak falsely. As this one said at Arentia, Akuzri is the main no more. The touch of darkness, the stain of Javad Darn's creature remains. He can never atone for what he did. This one has known Shazar and Kali since they were cubs, since their days at the temple. They are strong, proud women. Our people will be in good hands, whoever walks the Two Moons path.
Hallowed, strange to refer to you by that title after everything else you've done for the Dominion. But then, I suppose this was ordained in the moonlight, yes? News of Akuzri's fall has spread as fast as the wind. All of elsewhere is talking about these two young women. As you probably know, this is the first time we've had two candidates for the main at the same time. There's a great deal of talk. I signed the Elden Accord. The people trust me. They trust my judgment. They know that I will serve ably as speaker to the next main. With my help, the people will grow to love her.
Everyone has gathered for the ceremony, and now with your arrival, we are ready to begin. The ceremony begins with consumption of the moon sugar elixir. This unique brew will make your mind more receptive to the touch of Joan and Jode. We have prepared the temple for this unique trial. Never in recorded history have there been two candidates for the position of main. You will walk with each champion, meeting their guides and exploring their past. Never. The champions were born under unique alignment of the stars and moons. All candidates are. But never, in all our history, have twins been born at the exact right time together. Eventually, after all, a decision will have to be made. There cannot be two mains. Eventually, a decision will have to be made between Kali and Shazah. And as Moon Hallowed, you will be the one to make that decision. Excellent. Let us begin. We have gathered here to usher the champions on to their next path. The trial path. These 3 cups contain moon sugar elixir, a sacred potion. They will allow the light of the moons into your souls. Champions, step forth and drink the elixir. This 3rd cup is for the Moon Hallowed, who will walk with the champions on their path. Hallowed, step forward and drink the elixir.
Ugh, that elixir. I can't get the taste off my tongue. Do you feel more enlightened? I just feel a little sick. Yes, just a little nervous. Damned moon sugar roiling my stomach. It's this ceremony. Just irritating formality. Dull claws, let's get this over with. Ready? The sooner we're done with this, the better. Let's go. Colovians here? These bastards killed my mother. Let's take them out.
Split up!
Colovian bastards! Where are... I know there are more of you. I can smell you. Come out and face me! What's going on here?
You draw your sword when you're frightened, Kali. Just like when you were a little girl.
Mother? Is that you?
Even as a cub, you were filled with such anger. After I died, that anger grew. Now, you laugh and curse in turn.
Mother, Nemo, we lost you so long ago. And you were gone so much. Why are you here?
I know, Kali. But you and Shazah had each other. A bond that transcends your age. Now, face your past. Face my rage. Pray at the lunar shrine. Know what has come before. That you may face what lies ahead at Moonmont. Channel your passion, Kali. Protect your sister and our people. Become what you were born to be!
Wait! Don't go!
Captain, you have to pull back. There's too many of them.
Get my daughter out of here, Sergeant! I'll hold them off! Die, Colovian dogs! Is this all you've got, you bastards? Come at me!
They sent a house cat to fight their battles. Desperate failure.
Kali! Jaza! Bise!
My mother. I can't believe it. Why? Mother was a great warrior, a commander. She led a squad in the campaign to retake Orcrest and Riverhold from the damned Colovians. That was almost 20 years ago. Ha! Why are you even asking? I'm fine. I've known I'd be facing something dark in here since I was a cub. The monks made it very clear. Here, wherever we have to go next, the Two Moons path, this is not an easy journey. The monks taught us that once we complete this moon's blasted cleansing, we'll have to face some kind of challenge before we walk the final path. We should see hints as to where we must go before all of this is over. Kali is ready. Why, do you need more time to rest? If I know anything about these spirit journeys, we will most likely face that general as our final test. And I am eager to put my blade into his side. You killed my mother, you bastard!
You're weak, just like your mother. Your strength lacked. You bastards!
My blade has tasted the blood of my mother's killer. I should feel happy, righteous, but I don't feel anything. The monks taught us that this cleansing would open old wounds, and I expected to feel triumph, victory, like any day in the field. But here, he was just another threat to put down. I think I understand what my mother was telling me. Who I fight is not the question I should ask. The question I should ask is, why do I fight? I fight to protect those I care for, and perhaps someday, those I lead. Thank you, Hallod. I could not have done this without you.
Kali, she does not look so well. What happened in there? Of course, you're right. I always worry Kali gets worked up too easily. But then, that's what pushes her to do amazing things. Yes, yes. We must be serious now, focused. I am ready. I've studied most of my life for what we begin today. Let's go. That hut, this place, are those supposed to be Nahatan flu victims? This must be where I'm to meet my guide.
Shazza, my daughter. It's good to see you again.
Father?
You've become so adept with magic, my daughter. Your wisdom has far exceeded my own.
Father, you are my guide. Why are you here? What am I to learn from this cleansing?
My Shazza, always so eager to learn. Come, you and your sister have a connection that transcends knowledge. Now, you must face my past. Pray at the lunar shrines. Learn from Kali that you may face what lies ahead at Moonmount. Become what you were born to be.
Thank you for your wisdom, Father. Goodbye.
This disease. We've been here for weeks, and we still know nothing about it. If we can't understand how it spread, how can we treat it?
We've already lost Neen and Lanalor. If we don't leave Orcrest now, the whole team will succumb. The flu has ravaged the city, and the Colovians will be here in days. You have to get your daughter out of here.
Old friend, it's too late for me. Shazza is in your hands now. Get her home safely. I'll do what I can before the end. Shazza, please try to be brave. I'm sorry I won't be there for you and your sister, and I pray that the flu never reaches Dune. Look after our family, and remember always, your father loves you. Moons above, he loves you.
My father? I should have known it would be one of our parents. Just like Main Zabeden show, 400 years ago. Father was sent to treat the Nahatan flu outbreak in Orcrest 17 years ago. The disease proved too potent, and he and his team died. I was there, as a cub. I'll be fine. Kali and I have known we would face darkness here since we were cubs. I just wonder. I want to know what he meant earlier. Let's go and find out. I'm ready. I should warn you, though. We'll probably see more of those flu victim monsters in the next room. I was so frightened of them as a child. Get ready, and thank you. My father's medical team? Dark moons. Those men and women worked with my father. Neen used to cook for us. She'd even stew vegetables when we asked nicely. No need for your sympathy, Hallowed. This is what my father meant. This is what he spoke of when he spoke of decisiveness. I need to move forward. No looking back. Yes, like Kali, I've spent so much of my life studying. So much spent examining texts, words. Action, though. Action is needed to be a true leader. Let's go, Hallowed.
You've done it, Hallowed. The champions have stepped onto their new path. And all that remains is to conclude the ritual. The final step, the cleansing itself. Please, step back, Moon Hallowed. Your journey as champions is complete. The final cleansing begins. Relax your bodies. Calm your minds. Let the light of Joan and Jode wash away your doubts, your regrets. The cleansing is complete. Shazza and Kali have left the path of the lunar champions behind. The cleansing is complete. Moon Hallowed, step forward and speak to me. Thank you, Hallowed. You filled your role admirably, as hundreds of Moon Hallowed have done before you. You have the thanks of all who praise the bright moons. May Joan and Jode guard your steps and keep you safe in the trials to come. You and the champions, excuse me, the candidates, you must make for your next challenge. The moons tell me that your next destination has been revealed to you. Yes, the moons tell me that the spirits of the past spoke of a temple, the holy temple of Moonmont. Its walls once sang of moonlight, and now drip with the corruption of the Dark Mane. Hunt him down, Hallowed. Cleanse the temple, restore the cool light of Joan and Jode, and always stand beside the candidates. Shazza and Kali are counting on you. May the bright moons light your path, Hallowed. You should know there is an additional task you could undertake. It might improve your chances at Moonmont. In times long past, the Moon Hallowed would often make use of a relic sacred to the Khajiit people. Today, it is just an old lump of metal, a bauble of bygone years. But it could come in useful in the trials ahead. It is called the Golden Claw. Its power and splendor was such that an entire clerical order surrounds it. They have pledged themselves to its safekeeping for many, many years. The Order of the Claw, just one of the many organizations within the lunar clergy. Kazana Bijo belongs to the Broken Paw. We are less martial than many of the clerical orders. We prefer studious contemplation to open-clawed combat. At a monastery known as Dokrin, it means warrior's grin in the tongue of my people. Dokrin lies to the southwest of Roka, west of the Iliad ruin called Dormar. It is as this one said, the use of the relic has fallen out of favor in modern times. But it is still a powerful object. And this is a most unusual trial for our candidates. This one thought you might appreciate every advantage.
To be with the Sylvanar on his wedding day must have been a real honor for you.
Hello, hello. This one has tasty foods for the hungry. What can Duzal get you? Ha, that one. Yes, Dulzalja served the elf. He came, he drank, he sang, and at the end of the night, he couldn't pay his tab. Gave me a hunk of old quartz instead, he did. Why do you ask? Well, I don't know. Your friend did run up quite a tab. Perhaps you'd pay it off for him. Or perhaps you'd do old Dulzojar a favor instead. You're a good one, traveler. That elf doesn't deserve such friends. But Dulzojar thanks you. And here is your quartz. He spent a lot of time talking to one of the mages from the guild. Darius, I think his name is. They were admiring an old urn together. I think Darius left with it, come to think. So he might be one to talk to. Good luck with that Darius fellow at the Mages Guild. And of course, let me know if I can get you something.
Forged by war, our story be told. No shackles can hold us.
Please, stranger. I'd like to drink alone right now. The Green bless that cat. Yes, the damned Dawnmead. Those skooma-peddling bastards will do anything for some coin. Even rob those who would right ancient wrongs. Did she tell you of the work? I'm fine to stand, but my leg is fairly torn up. And not much use on the road right now. Meanwhile, I have researchers digging at sites all over the march. Uncovering bones and relics for the project, not knowing about the bandits. Yes, if they haven't been already. We have diggers at sites near Thormar and Willow Grove, and a team out searching for a third. Both sites saw massive battles between our two peoples. We just wanted to see those bones home. No, I mean yes, but please. Get the relics. Find what you can at the sites. If the bandits have attacked, people are dead. If not, those relics can be removed and the researchers will be safe. Just don't let the work falter. Don't let it fail. You're doing the Green's work. On behalf of the Dominion and my men, thank you. We didn't think anything of it at the time. But some young ones were hanging around one of the sites last week. Dawnmead. I guess they think we're digging up valuables. We hired some blades to protect the sites, but we didn't have much coin. My father and his father fought Khajiit. Right here in the march, they drew steel against the beastmen of the East. When the forest spoke to me, I knew I wanted my life to be different. This is my way of making a difference.
Take this thing. Everyone's going to think I'm a thief. An incompetent thief. I won an urn off a wood elf last night in a game of cards. Turns out the blasted thing is cursed. I was deciphering some runes on the base when strange little wisps started to float out of it. Now the wisps are carrying things back to the urn. Yes! Now every time I turn my back, more stuff appears. Will you help me out? I've enchanted a little crystal I think can capture the wisps, but I don't want anyone to see me. I think I'm in enough trouble as it is. I'll be happy to part with it. Just get near one of the wisps and point the crystal. The Arcano Matrix I've imbued into it should trap them for you. Once you've collected them up, come on back.
think you got them all. I haven't seen any wisps in a few minutes. The 8 keep you, it's yours. Don't know why anyone would want the damn thing, or that other fob that silly elf was playing with. I did. He was pretty deep in his cups, and this Khajiiti girl came on to him strong. Said she loved jewelry with claws. How handsome he was. You know, she talked him into giving her the necklace, and was gone before he even realized what he'd done. She's a local. Works some of the market stalls. Think her name's Kuzi. You should be able to find her over in the marketplace, waiting on a job.
Move along.
You're a strong one, aren't you? Kuzi likes the strong ones. Oh, yes. Kuzi remembers him. Kind of cute, but not very bright. And yes, he gave Kuzi a claw necklace. Ugly, ugly. But she knew she could sell it. Oh, yes. Atreus, the merchant. He's always looking for ugly little relics, like that necklace. Kuzi thinks he is gone already. He said something about going south, making for Hadron's caravan.
Merchandise around.
Curse every werewolf breathing! This is the last straw! I'm retiring. Werewolves happened, traveler. Flea-ridden beasts came out of nowhere, destroyed my cart, killed my men, and ran off with my goods. I'm only alive because I played dead. Everything! After the attack, some of them turned back into wood elves and went searching through my pack. Said they were looking for a totemic necklace. That damn claw bauble that Kuzi sold me. Stupid cat. Never trust a smiling Khajiit. I'll be fine. They got my leg here, but Raw Ka isn't that far. I'll make it back on my own. This is it, though. I've survived my last caravan assault. I'm going to sell my stores and buy a nice quiet inn somewhere. I'm done. Yes, Weeping Wind Cave. It's east of Willow Grove. Sounds like they have a whole little werewolf pack there. Freaks. Stab them, traveler, or burn them, or whatever you do. Show them you can't cross Atreus, Axilla, and live.
dearie? Here for the boast? Of course you are. Everyone wants a chance to visit the Five-Finger Dance. Of course. Dear old Bandar holds the boast every year. Folk come from far and wide to play tricks on one another. It's a festival of fun, and the best tricksters get to dance and drink the night away in Bandar's realm. That's the Five-Finger Dance, the greatest party in all the worlds. But I tell you, dearie, things have been so boring the last few years. Why don't we see what mischief we can get into? It'll be fun! Let's start by chatting with the Bosmer and Khajiit. Get you introduced around. You'll see what we're up against. This is going to be so much fun.
I'll take one of your wine.
Bring this one another goblet.
Yanabir, this is my new friend. Tell us what the Pariah's Hand is up to this year.
We have been feasting and drinking on our own trickery, Anil. Hidden traps, potions of transformation. The Hand is at its finest this year.
Good to hear. Do you think you'll earn your way into the dance?
Oh, yes. The Khajiit are first in the eyes of Bandar, and we will prove ourselves worthy of the dance.
Come along, my friend. We should be away. Let's go meet Dolador.
Did you drink my drink? Yeah, stupid Aldet. Stupid. This one cannot take it again. I can't take losing to her again. I just can't. It's Aldeth. She's tricked me in the last 4 boasts. She always gets the better of me. This year, I want to best her, and I know just how to do it. She's obsessed with Khajiit puzzle boxes. I saw one in Yanabir's tent. I've gotten pretty good at alchemy. If we could rig it to hit her with a simple transformation potion. No harm, just fun and fur. We'd need canis root from the base of the ruin. Oh, and the rot meth starter from the vat in their camp. That'll do it. Ondar's grace upon you, traveler. I'll be waiting for you in the Bosmer camp when you get back up here.
Don't be long, dearie. I'll wait for you up here. Can't wait to hear Bandar's laughter.
Typical tavern rat.
Dolly, I'd like you to meet my new friend. We've come to learn what your plan is for this year's boast.
The cats keep teasing me about my vocation. Say I don't know what's funny, but they'll see. We've trapped some wee critters from the forest.
You're going with some critter underfoot tricks?
Bandar himself will be laughing when those cats start running from our mice.
Sounds funny, Dolly. Good luck with your tricks. Traveler, can I speak to you in private?
Do I know you?
Let's talk about this. I have an idea. I'll be honest, dearie. Those tricks are funnier than the ones we've seen the last few years. But for your entrance into the boast, we can do better. Well, let's see. Let's take their ideas and turn them into something worthy of Bandar's laughter. We'll need some things from the Wood Elf camp, one of the rot meth barrels, and some poison from Dolly's pack. The Khajiit are going to use alchemy, transformation potions and the like. Well, there's a hardy breed of plant near the ruins called the Strangler. It can process Dolly's poison, turn it into something non-lethal. Then kill the nasty things. Crack them open and harvest their core stems. Poison strangler stems create a powerful hallucinatory effect when thrown into a fire. The Khajiit will just love it. Dolly is planning to release little creatures into the Khajiiti camp. Why don't we release some big creatures into the Wood Elf camp? One up them. Creatures like the giant snakes around the base of Thormar. No. The elves will be fine, but the looks on their faces will be priceless. Kill a few of the giant snakes around the ruin and harvest their glands. Then stuff them in a barrel right in the middle of camp. Ha! It already sounds hilarious when you say it out loud. Oh, dearie, thank you. This is going to be the best boast in years. You're going to love the five-finger dance. Go on ahead, dearie. I'll wait for you here. Good to see that you're well, dearie.
Hello to you, Anil's friend. This one wishes we had brought more moon sugar with us. Roasts always taste better lathered in sweet. From stranglers? Never would have thought of that. You know what? These will go right into the fire. Time we had a celebration. Thank you, traveler. Everyone, gather round the fire. Our visitor has introduced me to a new delicacy. This one thinks it will be a most fragrant experience. Bandar's tale, what is this? This one has never seen such things.
Stay safe, dearie. I'll be right here when you get back.
by the green. I could use a drink. Smell that fresh brew. Giant snake glands? I think these are edible, but don't these things attract other snakes?
So now I'm the dragon. Giant snakes? We've done it, dearie. Follow me. It's time you were introduced to the dance.
You could buy a fella a drink.
You've brought the parts? I'll just add this to that. There we go. All done. Bandar's beer, thank you. Now, if you're willing to, just run this over to Aldeth. She's right out there in the camp. Ah, you're a smart one, you are. Get going, get going. I can't wait to see the look on her face.
You should buy me a drink, I think.
Can't wait to see the look on Dytha's face when I prank her this year. Hello there, stranger. Having fun at the festival? A gift? Oh, a riddle box! I love these things! Bet you I can solve this in less than a minute. Oh, this is an easy one.
That worked perfectly. I can't believe it. Listen, I thought I contracted corpus from the skeever cookies she gave me last year. She'll be fine. Thanks again. That was a great trick. I'm sure Bandar is well pleased.
I heard what you did at the guard, Traveler. Oriel, keep you safe. The looks on their faces. Dolly ran so fast I thought she'd fall on her face. And that old cat chasing his tail. Oh, thank you. I haven't laughed this hard in years. Yes, the greatest party in all the worlds. The five-finger dance. Bandar's realm. You've done so well today. I know old Bandar will be glad to have you at his side. Oh, they're invited too, dearie. You've all made me laugh so hard this year. Now come with me. You're going to have such fun. Welcome to the dance, my friend. What did I tell you? Bandar does love a good party. It's as I said, this is the realm of Bandar himself. To many he is the pariah, an outcast, but we Bosmeri and the Khajiit know him for what he is. The legend, the robber baron, master of shadows, he who is called the bandit god, Bandar. Well now, before we start with the fun, we need to do a little worship. A full belly and a cold drink are the best kind of worship. All of these drunken sots are already followers of Bandar. You, my dear, need to prove yourself. Here, take this. It's a sacred relic of Bandar, used only for special occasions. It's called the Wand of Foul Fire. It cooks chickens perfectly. First time, every time. Cook up a few and then head over to the bar. I'll meet you there. Just remember to point the wand away from you, dearie.
who's got a drink for me? You?
They should really make these ones bigger.
Those chickens smell delicious, dearie. Just so. As you can see, the faithful have bellied up to the bar, waiting for food and drink. They'll order up and you serve them what they want. They'll yell the order out, and you toss them what they asked for. Just keep serving them until they're all happy. When you're done, come find me by the stage. All right, dearie? Good luck. Have fun.
A stout bartender. Me, not them. Just what I wanted.
I need to put some chicken in my belly. Thank you.
I'm hungry. Give me some chicken. Delicious.
Chicken, barkeep. Right now. Delicious.
A stout, if you please. Just what I wanted.
I need to put some chicken in my belly. Thank you.
A stout, now. Delicious.
I'm hungry. Give me some chicken. Not them. Thank you.
How did it go, dearie? The faithful have been served at Bandar's bar, yes? No, dearie. I think we've all earned a little reward. Bandar is well pleased with this year's boast. The best we've seen in years, to hear the way it's told. Yes, as a daughter of Bandar, I've presided over countless boasts, and this has been one of the best in my living memory. Because as a follower of Bandar, I'm entitled to a little fun now and again, aren't I? Please enjoy the party. Just head back to Thormar when you've finished. I'll see you back in Thormar, dearie.
I don't know you.
You know...
Ah, it was so good to see their smiling faces, hear their laughter. Thank you, dearie. Thank you from the bottom of Bandar's heart. Best boast we've had in years. Believe you me, Bandar is well pleased. Very well pleased indeed. Feel free to return to the dance anytime you want. And keep an eye out. You might see me around. Just remember, laugh a little bit every day. It'll do you good.
Oh, greetings, traveler. What can I do for you? Find the green. Yes, take them. They're in that chest over there. We were just finishing up. Take them and we'll get out of here as soon as we can. The Dawn Maid are terrifying. We're just researchers, we're not combat trained. They haven't tried to rush the mercenaries yet. Well, it's just a matter of time. Vicious animals.
Tasia deserves better than this. She's a good person. Bright moon, traveler. Welcome to our little town of Srenja. Tasia does not suppose you'd like to help her fix the bridge. Apologies. I am just a little tired. Clan Mother Shazora's last assistant Urkad quit very suddenly. And Tasia has had to scramble. Many things to fix, many problems that need solving. Oh, you know, this is a small town. Even the smallest issue becomes a matter for waterhole chitter-chatter. If you're not a carpenter, perhaps you would be willing to take on some of these problems? Speak with the clan mother? Bright moons light your path, my new friend. Clan Mother manages town business from her office at home. You cannot miss it. The largest building in town.
Another distraction.
Shazura will hear your problem, but you must wait your turn. Do you not see all these people before you? Tasia sent you? Or Zalza? For what purpose? What have those lazy attendants done? Nothing has gone right since Rakad, but never mind. What do you mean? Perhaps. Lately, a few of our clanmates have been on my doorstep day and night. If you were to investigate, Shazura could get some real work done. Excellent. My 3 loudest kittens are Milk Eyes, Ezag, and Kalari. The clan knows Milk Eyes as a crotchety blind man, but really, he's a sweet old cat. Rats now live in his well, he says. Shazura is very fond, truth be told, and she does not want him hunting rats in the dark. Ezag is always complaining about something. This week, he says someone is stealing his crops. Shazura thinks it is the local children playing jokes, but he is sure bandits stalk his fields. Poor little Kalari. Of late, she's had bright moons and dark both. Her uncle passed away, but left her his old house. She tried to move in, and now swears the place is haunted. And which of my sad little kittens will you lift from the sand? Kalari's new home is at the very south end of town. Thank you for seeing to the girl. She's sweet, and Shazura hates the idea of her fretting. The moons have not been kind to Kalari lately. Shazura hopes you can brighten her sky. Pah! Rakad was my assistant for many years, made himself invaluable. Then Shazura finds he has been in contact with the smugglers and skooma dealers from Pa'alat. Shazura confronted Rakad about his dark dealings. He laughed, said she had become a feeble old cat. She showed him. Had Rakad run out of town. Now no one doubts who runs Srenja.
Bright moon, stranger. Can Kalari help you? Oh, good. Another helper for Kalari. Thank you for coming over, but I am not sure you can help. Kalari wishes she had never told anyone of her troubles. Perhaps she should just sell the house and move away. Kalari is not even sure they are ghosts. She doesn't know what they are. I inherited this house from my uncle Inakdo. He passed away not too long ago, when my brother Matal and I tried to move in. Ugh! It is bad enough these apparitions keep appearing and disappearing all over the house. But every busybody in Serenja keeps trying to help Kalari. As if she was some kind of fragile flower. Dark moons. Be careful in there. Whatever they are, get too close to them and they'll send you flying. Kalari found that out the hard way. Oh, Matal is probably off getting into trouble, again. After our father passed away, my uncles Inakdo and Ezag tried to teach him right from wrong. He would never listen. Kalari has barely seen him since we inherited this house. Did you get any of those ghosts to talk? What did you find? What? Let Kalari see that. Matal and Enoch were running skooma? And for Rakad of all people, Shazura's old assistant, Dark Moons and Dull Claws. Kalari does not know. But wait. Right here in the letter, Uncle says to get Kalari out of the house. And even says, make her think it is haunted or something. Matal, Moons bless him, is not very creative. Could he be behind the ghosts? Rakad's house. That's where he has to be. She kept seeing him near that well, wandering about. Kalari thought he was just being lazy, drinking water. To do this magic, or whatever it is, he would need a private place. That must be it. What happened? Was Matal in Rakad's house? Illusions? Kalari supposes that makes sense. Matal was always learning little tricks, But where is he? Where is Matal? No! Damn it, Matal, you stupid Khajiit. Why would he do this to himself? Why would he do this to me? Let Kalari read that. So Rakad threatens my life directly, and Matal thinks to save me through fear. The typical thinking of a stupid brother. He died for Kalari, that idiot. Such a waste. No, Kalari would just like some time alone to think now. Perhaps you could help old Milk Eyes? Kalari reads to him sometimes, and of late, he has been complaining of rats in his well. Or Uncle Azag. He says someone has been stealing from his field. Thank you for all you have done. May bright moons light your path, as they have not done for my family. Kalari will be all right. You will see. Just need some time to deal with what has happened. Go, speak to Milk Eyes. Yes, Milk Eyes has been in Saranja for as long as I can remember. He likes to take care of himself, but I worry about that kind old man crawling down into his well.
Hello? Who's there? Thesia? Tell your busybody clan matron I'm not here. You're here about the rats. Good. I can hear them down in the well. They must have found some way in, a back way. And lately some of the water has tasted funny. I'd do it myself, but if Clan Mother Shizura found out I'd gone down there, she'd string me up. Get down there, roust out those rats and make sure they can't get back in. All right, you know what's what. Now stop jawing at me and get rid of those rats.
Come here, and be quiet. Keep your voice down. Thesia has no interest in slavery today, thank you. While you were talking to Milk Eyes, Thesia was patching some holes in the well and, well, she fell in. It looks like the old cat has bigger problems than the rats. Do you smell that? They're running a skooma lab down here. Thesia's going to hide right here. She's no smuggler killer. As for what you should do, the chemicals they use are very flammable. You might be able to smash up the tables. Then, just find a torch or a lamp. Burn the lab all at once. Are you well? That was quite a show. Thesia grabbed you, got you out of there. There was an explosion like we hoped. And then smoke and fumes from the skooma. We won't have to worry about that lab anymore. Thesia just did what anyone would have done, she thinks. Thesia, we'll go tell the clan mother what has happened here. You go tell Milk Eyes his rats are gone, yes?
I smell smoke. What happened? A skooma lab? In my will? Get me my blade! It's around here somewhere. We'll go back down there together. You just point me in their direction and I'll cut them to giblets. Nice work. I'll get Clan Mother Shuzura to have Desia seal up the cave, clean up my well and such. She's good at such things. No. With my skooma peddling rats dead, it should be nice and quiet out here. That fat bastard Ezag complains about trouble with his farms when we play cards, though. I'd see if he needs a hand. Good. You should know, little one, that you've helped one of the most respected members of our small community, and you have his gratitude. Give that fat bastard my best, eh? He's just down the hill, probably working on his damned barn. Tell him next time we're playing at his place. Shady bastard.
You are with the resistance at Arentia. Bright moons. What do you want? You are in Ezag's light. This one has chores to do. You have seen the fields here on this stead? Well, crops keep disappearing in the night. Plants just don't up and walk away. Shuzura keeps telling Ezag it is his children playing pranks, but he has lost half his crop this week. It's bandits, damn it! Thugs and hooligans are taking Ezag's crop. Head down to the field, find their hideout, kill their leader, bring me his head. On second thought, do not bring Ezag a severed head. He would almost certainly throw up. What does it matter? Ezag grows moon sugar, of course. It is a common staple in Reaper's March. We trade it with other villages and sell it in the markets of Dune. Have you ever had moon sugar encrusted ham? Oh, delicious.
There's someone in the field. Get them!
Need to get this last batch of sugar to the cave.
Everyone dead? This one is getting out of here!
The bloodshed. We should talk. You slaughtered Zurana's men, and now you come looking for her blood, yes? Perhaps there is another way. Rakad's deal was a good one, but it's not worth Zurana's life. We stole the crops, collected the coin, but now, perhaps you can make her a better offer. Perhaps you're right. Yes. Zurana needs to find a new way to make coin. She will leave, and Rakad can find his moon sugar some other way.
So, Ezag was right? It was not children. Ha! Ezag knew it. That Shuzora thinks she is so smart. Did you deal with them? Is their leader lying in a puddle of blood somewhere? Ha ha! You have made Ezag's day. No, he's weak. Ezag shall name the next barn he raises in your honor. No, Ezag is happy now. You have saved him from the bandits. Perhaps you go back to the clan mother. Tell her how nice Ezag has been to you, yes? Good. Now get gone. Ezag has many chores to do, and has already spent too much time joying with you. What are you still doing here? Shozora will be wanting you there now. Not when you feel like it. Fine. I am sure she will want to thank you for solving my problem. Enough though she wouldn't have given me the time of day. Bah!
Shazura has heard you have been all over town, yes? Tasia has told this one of your exploits, your work. A great help to Srenja you have been. This one finds it hard to believe you've dealt with everyone already. You have helped gentle Milk Eyes with his rats? Skooma dealers in Shazura's town? Dark moons. But then surely you couldn't have also helped cust Ezag with the children stealing his crops. What? That old buzzard was telling the truth? Fine, fine. Then we should make sure someone looks in on Kalari. Poor little girl is scared to death, thinking there are ghosts in her big new house. Dark moons and dull claws. What has become of my town, my Srenja? Bandits and spells and... Wait a moment. Did you say skooma dealers? Did the name Rakad come up at all as you dealt with these problems? Joan and Jode strike me down. Shazura had thought him run out of town, his dark influence purged from her clan. But no. Stranger, you have done so much for Srenja already. Will you help Shazura, she means Srenja, again? Shazura must admit, she let Rakad too close. She let Rakad do as he pleased for so long. When he was her assistant, Rakad would often use an old cave outside of town for projects. She never asked, because she did not want to know. What is it?
it for you.
Well, what did you find? Did he leave behind some papers? Something to show what's going on in Shazura's town? Shazura is speechless. Was Rakad there? There was a time when Shazura knew every plot, every rumor, every story within her village. Now, she cannot even banish a scoundrel like Rakad. Thank you. Please speak to Tasia. She'll offer you some coin for your service.
You have served this community with distinction. Here you are. I know Shazura is hard to deal with, so Tasia will say what she cannot. Serenja's path is lit by bright moons, all because of you, traveler. From this day forward, you are always welcome in our little town.
Please help me. I don't know what to do. Please, you must stop. Listen to me. You have come to Hadran's caravan for the games, yes? The gambling? My hand is missing. I fear the worst, and I do not know what to do. He is my mate, my life partner. He came to the caravan to bet on the games, to win gold so that we could make a life together. Foolish Tan. No coin is worth his life. His father and sister joined me in the search, and told me of a woman named Ezum. She works for Hadran himself. Might even know where my boy has gone, but would not speak to us. Please, will you try to speak to her? I can see the benevolence of Srendar in your eyes. Thank you.
Welcome to Hadran's caravan. I'm Ezum. I manage the games and the tavern. What can I do for you? You'll have to excuse me. I make it a policy not to discuss what guests have come to the caravan or what they do here. We value the privacy of our clients, you know. Ah, I understand. I'd like to help, but, you know, perhaps some of the game runners may have seen him. If you were to speak to them, maybe spend some coin, perhaps, they may recall this kitten. It's what I'd do, if I were you. Let's see. Dulan espies many things from his position at the Lizard racetrack, and most people that come to the caravan watch the spikeball races, so Bunal is a good bet. Kaba up at the Troll Ring has a keen eye for newcomers.
The next race is about to begin. Place your bets. Remember, the fine line between winning and losing is the finish line. Now is not the time for questions. Now is the time for betting. Place your bet on one of these fine lizards. Winners get fed, losers feed us. Right into the stew pot. After the race is finished, we can discuss your friend. You question my skill at cooking? This one stew is known for yards around. But, maybe you have a suggestion? An exotic recipe? Tand. Ah, yes. Dulan remembers him now. Yellow braids, younger. He was here. He lost many coins, then got into the moon sugar rum. Sad state of affairs. Oh, of this I am sure. But if Hadran heard about this, well, the boss doesn't mind drinking, and he has a certain patience for owing. But drunks that owe a lot of coin tend to disappear. They are hard on the peace and bad for business. Who can say? Dulan never sees them again. Now go. This one has races to run. You look strong, sleek. Yes, come. Join the race. Try your hand at spikeball, the sport of champions. Why look when you have found your new calling? Spikeball is the most exciting new sport in all of Tamriel. You will be hero to all. Perhaps you do not understand. Bunal is running a business here. He must run a match. Perhaps after the match, Bunal will be more willing to discuss this Tand person. But only after the match. Yes, Bunal likes your style. The game is simple. You must run the course and beat the other runners to the finish line. Each of you will carry 3 spike balls. These you can use to throw at your opponents, to stun them and slow them down. Yeah! Ready! Set! Spike ball! fly like the wind and hurl like a giant. If you were to consider a career in Spikeball, this one would be pleased to be your manager. I remember your Tand, yes. He was a fierce runner. Great speed, very powerful. Spikeball? No, he was terrible at Spikeball. Hadron's men were chasing him. I have never seen such an athlete. This one thinks a Spikeball or two would have served him well.
Witness a diabolical duel of death and destruction. Place your bets. Two terrifying titans face off in a bloody battle of bulk. Welcome to the Troll Arena. Kaba has no interest in talking of troublemakers. All she speaks of are bets and trolls, winners and losers. Perhaps if you were to bet, she would remember a loser named Tand. It was you who stopped the Colovians? Out of respect for what you did at Arenthia, you may ask your questions, but be quick. I have much to attend to. Kaba remembers him. He bet and bet until he lost all his gold, crawled into the bottle. Ezum heard of his losses, and his drinking and his debts. He might have even heard from Kaba. Who can say? She has tried to warn troublemakers off in times past, before Hadron can get his claws on them. This one does not know, and she does not want to know. Hadron makes troublemakers and debtors disappear. Kaba is not so curious about their fate that she would risk sharing it.
I've been looking for you. Hadron would like a moment of your time. I wouldn't talk like that in front of Hadron. In my experience, prophecies like that have a way of fulfilling themselves. You brought this attention on yourself. Show a bit more subtlety, and you might just live through this day. Smartest thing you've said today. Yes, I'm taking you to Hadron. Mind what you say to him, and keep your guard up. And don't trust him. I certainly don't.
Let me explain how things work around here. For our little operation to work, everybody's got to watch everybody else. The dealers watch the players, the game bosses watch the dealers, and Ezum watches the managers. Me? I watch everybody. But today, I'm watching you. Let me tell you about Tand. When he won, he collected. When he lost, he borrowed. When the well ran dry, he whined. He owes me a lot of gold. If I forgave the debts of every whiner with a sob story, I'd be out of business. Of course he's still alive. Dead men don't pay debts. We made a deal, him and me. He's working it off. Doing a little heavy lifting around the camp. And when he gets used up, I'm going to sell him. He doesn't know about that part yet. Why not? Come on, big shot. I'll take you to him myself. Walk this way.
Easy now. Don't kill the only ally you have in this camp. I just want to talk. Hadran's a monster. Over the years, the coin, the skooma, they've made him cruel. Cross him, and usually you end up buried in a hole out in the wastes. Kill him, and no one will mourn him. What I propose is simple. A kind of limited partnership. Kill Hadran and walk out of here with that boy in hand. I've worked this caravan all my life. These people are my family. What started as a side business for Hadran is getting out of hand. Hadran's a slave trader. The Khajiit you're looking for isn't working off a debt. He's being sold on the open market. Grab some of the old uniforms in that tent. Free Tand and the other prisoners, and they can walk out in disguise. Hadran already has buyers set up. He'll be out for blood. He comes after you, and you take him out. Simple.
This one promises to bring money next month. No, next week. You can't hurt me. Shifty can't get the money if... What? Really? Oh, thank Riddlethar. Untie this one.
I wasn't stealing. I just slipped and put my hand in his coin pouch. Oh, finally, you cretins listen to reason. It was an accident. Phew, I think I should keep the money that fell into my palm, just as compensation for this incident.
My friends are gonna murder you for this. Just you wait. You are? Oh, thank you. I was so scared.
Many thanks. We must get out of here. Tand thought he was going to be sold. This one thanks you for your help. Tand came here. He thought he could win money enough to open a tavern, make his father and his Sind proud. Before this one knew what was happening, he was dragged off by Hadran and his strongmen. They said they would sell this one to slavers. Yes, we must leave. The gate to the outside is just around the corner. Sind must be worried sick over this one.
That carcass is mine. You won't leave here alive. Heal me!
You have returned my Tand to me. I do not know how I would have gone on without him. Your kindness will never be forgotten. How did you get him out of there? Truly, then thanks render you came along. Tamriel is free of another shaveskin Muskas, and Tand is returned to me. Bright moons and long life to you, Walker. We will remember you, always. Come here.
Oh, please, no lecture. This one is sorry.
You deserve one. We were worried about you.
Tand knows.
Life is a story, yes? We must live through it together. You cannot skip to the last page. Win a life in a gambling den.
Tand knows. He just wanted to make you and Muzag proud.
We are proud of you. Your father, your sister, me. You do not need a lot of coin to make us proud.
Tand knows.
We're here for you, you know that. We'll get through this. This is nothing like the time with those Colovians, yeah? The time you almost lost your eye?
That was a bad one. This one loves you, Sind.
I love you too, Tand.
Ah, my friend. So good to see you again. Now that my head is cleared, the writing's been going very well. How went the relic hunting? Now all that remains is to finish my last few paragraphs and go speak to Meldil. I'm sure he'll be annoyed with me, but with the relics in hand and my sterling prose, I'm sure this is the start of a brave new chapter in my life. All thanks to you.
I smell blood. And do I hear the clacking of cinch fangs? You've completed my bounty, haven't you? By the green, well done. I was beginning to wonder if anyone was going to show up. Claim these pretty little coins? Ah, these'll do fine. I get a pretty necklace, and there are fewer dangerous beasts wandering the wilds. Here you go.
Stupid cop. Welcome to Willow Grove. Thanks for visiting. I'm sorry we don't have enough spare honey meat to offer you a sample. We're running a bit low at the moment. No, we just normally have samples for people. We've been shipping so much to the Khajiit lately that we don't have our samples prepared. In fact, we hired this mage to clear some of the forest, make room for more hives. I'm not actually sure. If you listen to Ragelvir, he thinks there's some problem. I'll put my trust in Trethane Ranith, though. She knows what she's doing. She's the one you should ask if you have any questions. She lives in the big double bowl.
Ah, welcome. I'm entertaining a guest at the moment. Is there something I can help with? Ah, people spreading rumors. You heard true enough. We hired an Altmer mage to clear the land above the village to make room for our beehives. He's been days now, and if he doesn't complete the contract soon... Well, if he doesn't complete the contract soon, he'll have to eat his wife. Alanya seems like a lovely girl, and I don't want that to happen. We are simple people here, and we know little of magic. As part of the contract, Alanya offered herself as our packed hostage. I want to give Master Pacomo more time to work his magic, but he has little time left. The mage's tent has some papers and personal items inside. Perhaps you could look to see if anything there might explain this delay? And... perhaps Alanya may be able to suggest what to look for. I pray to the Green. You can help us resolve this. No one here wants to see this contract fail. It's somewhat complicated. This situation is all about a contract that ensures equal treatment between unequal partners. Pacomo is a mage, powerful and learned. We're just simple brewers. Tradition states that the packed hostage is a guarantee that the more powerful party will fulfill their end of the bargain. If Berkamo doesn't fulfill the contract, we'll be forced to prepare his wife and serve it to him as Unthrapa. In Tonrealic, it translates something like atonement. We say that if you are forced to eat the Unthrump, you must eat your sin. You must consume your failure.
This really is the most delightful brew. Being a packed hostage is turning out to be very pleasant, really. Oh, silly Procalmo. Yes, he's taking his time. Don't worry, he's getting it just right. I bet he's just forgotten some ritual components. Or the ritual itself, he did that once. Silly Procalmo. I bet he'd appreciate any help you'd be willing to give. Procalmo is a kind, gentle soul. Didn't help him at all in the guild, but it makes me love him all the more. Oh, no, not at all. Ronith has been a dear to me, and Procalmo told me all about this hostage thing. He says it's just a formality, that I don't have anything to worry about. So I'm not.
Wait! Why are you in my tent? Who? Oh, hello. You're not from Willow Grove. You're looking through my things. Can I help you? Thank the Eight. I really could use some help. Something's gone terribly wrong and I don't know what I did. I should never have told them I was a powerful mage. My poor Alanya. I don't want to eat her. A ritual? Oh, the ritual Master Tellinger sent for me. You're right. This should absolutely work. We'll just need to gather the right ingredients. Will you gather them? I should really attend to things on the hill. The chitin of a Horvor, 5 torchbug thoraxes, and a heartwood fragment. I don't know. Maybe Raneth will know where you can find these things. I have to get back up the hill. Just find me when you have them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Help me out, won't you?
This work never ends.
I hoped there was something helpful in the tent. Starting to worry about how the other villagers will react to these continued delays. Ah, good then. What are you looking for? Perhaps I can help. Oh, heartwood. Any of our grown homes should have some. When the greenspickers shape trees into houses, it often leaves behind wilted and useless heartwood. We keep them as decoration, but no one would mind getting rid of it. Cerulean should have some. He's a merchant. Travels all about Valenwood, but always returns home to us. I hope there was... Cerulean should have some. He's a merchant. Travels all about Valenwood, but always returns home to us here in Willow Grove. He usually has some chitin from his travels to the southern wood.
Progress is slow, but steady.
What can I get for you? I have goods from the March and into Valenwood. I've got some spare chitin in stock, and I'd be happy to sell it to you. But, you're not from round here, right? I could use a favour. It's my pleasure. Enjoy your giant tick exoskeleton in good health.
My friend from the tent, how good to see you. Did you find the ritual components?
I don't know what you mean. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all. Ah, you noticed them. Well, that's true. I intended to summon up just a simple magical force to clear the trees. My people, we don't make pacts with Daedra, you know. But something went wrong. Very, very wrong.
Cast the ritual. I've got everything ready here. Double check just to be sure. Just needed those components you gathered and... yes, ready to go. I'll just get started. Okay, I can do this. Just like forgetting my notes. Here we go.
Wow! Master Tellinger's spell is easier than I thought. I think I...
Something's wrong. What's going wrong? I did it right. I need help! It's just barely holding together! Since the spell I cast wasn't intended to bring in the Atronachs, I'm having trouble sending them back. I need to link the spell with the Atronachs. Cause, destroy the creatures and get me a core of each element type. And, hurry!
What's going on here? You summoned Daedra into our forest.
We're working on it. Please, I'm trying to.
You're a monster. Our contract is broken. The Green has spoken.
No! Wait! She seemed very upset. Very upset. Alanya, no! Ranith will cook her up now that she's seen what's happening here. I have to go. I'm such a failure. Please, you have to help me set this right. I normally fail at everything. You have to understand this spell worked too well. I wanted a simple magical construct and it summoned dozens of Atronachs. Something has to be corrupting my ritual, twisting it. Take this wand. I borrowed it from Master Tellinger before I left the guild. You can use it to pinpoint the source of the corruption. I have to go after Ranith. I have to save my wife.
Hey, mortal! Come on over here! Hey there, mortal. How you doing? Ha! You mortals. You always make me laugh. Yup, I'm a talking dog. Name's Barbas. I'm a companion to the Daedric Prince of Wishes. Guy by the name of Clavicus Vile. Hold on, we'll get to that in a moment. I bet you're here about all those Atronachs, right? That stupid mage let his magic get away from him. Well, this altar here next to me is the cause of all his problems. He had this silent plea to have something work well just once in his life. The altar twisted that up, and, to be honest, it keeps me bound here. Look, do you want to fix things for that guy or not? His wife will get eaten if you sit around talking to dogs all day. If you want to set things right, you'll have to smash the altar. We'll both be happier with that altar smashed. You'll see. Sure, mortal. What can old Barbas tell you? Good luck with whatever it was, mortal.
You've returned. Don't try to interfere. But Calmo brought this on himself. Atronachs, in our wood. What are you talking about? I saw the Atronachs. Our sacred wood, ravaged by Daedric beasts. I gave him a chance and he spit in my face. I wish it were otherwise, but the Green Pact is clear. He must eat his sin. You have acted with honor so far, and I have no reason to think you a liar. But about the Atronachs, though, we are not prepared to face beasts like that. And he can send those things away. I see. It's clear to me now that Willow Grove needs someone wise to the ways of spellcasting. In the meantime, I owe some apologies. I will set about freeing Alanya. She did not deserve our rough treatment. He's locked within my home. He was being held until mealtime. Go and fetch him. I will untie Alanya and meet you there.
What?
My friend! They hit me over the head and dragged me in here. Is Alanya safe? Truly? Thank the Eight, my friend. Without you, I would never have found out what was going on. Thank you. Alanya and I are deeply in your debt. Where is she? What are we waiting for, then? Let's go!
Master Pacolmo, Lady Alanya, please, accept my apology.
Don't worry. I thought it was my fault too.
What he means to say is, these sorts of misunderstandings happen. We're not the type to hold a grudge.
Right. Yes. That's what I meant.
I'd like to extend you a more permanent offer here. We could use someone with your diligence and knowledge.
I don't really follow. I don't want to put Alanya at...
Dear, she's offering you a job. You'd be the town mage.
Really? I mean, yes, absolutely. If it's all right with you, dear.
I think I'd quite like that. No more stone tables, though, Ronith.
It would be our honor to have you both here. We came far too close to a tragedy here. If we'd wrongly slain Alanya. Thanks to you, a touch of a Daedric prince is enough to muddy any water. I look forward to working with Master Pacolmo. We could really use someone of his expertise. May the green guide your steps.
After we talked through our little misunderstanding, Ronith and I agreed that Pacolmo would make a good town mage. I quite like it here. The mead. So delicious.
Did you hear? Raneth wants to make me their town mage. Alanya loves it here. I think it's the mead. I can be a working spellcaster instead of a failed student. I can do this, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
By the forest itself, I'm saved. Thank you. Did Nethrin send you? Just what it damned looks like. The Dawnmead took us in the night. I still can't believe I'm alive. Poor Galathril and Thanail. They were trying to save the relics while the mercenaries held back the assault. I just ran. No, they're still in the chest, right in camp. If you hurry, you can still retrieve them. Take them and get out of here. That's what I'm going to do.
I need to speak to you. Thank the green I found you. A runner reached me in Rolkar. My foreman, the one I told you was out trying to find that last battle site. She found it. They're due west of the Fallen Esti Autumn site. The foreman is a woman named Lorwen. We're bound by blood. She's my niece, my dead brother's only daughter. Please, get to her. Get to those relics. Make sure she's alive.
Fancy meeting you here. Don't suppose my uncle sent you, did he? Ha! Uncle Nethrim pulls through after all. I'm not all right, no. But I will be. They cut me pretty good, and I had to crawl underneath poor Marlin over there. They left us for dead. Poor Marlin. I lost a lot of blood, couldn't staunch her wound. I managed to crawl over here and bandage myself up, though. Lucky you came along when you did. I was just thinking of making for Rorka. No. Listen. If you know, Uncle, you know why I'm out here. You have to get back the relics they took from this site. I heard them say they were making for Claw's Strike, the local name for an old Khajiiti ruin to the south. I'll be fine on my own.
You have returned. Bright moons be praised. Do you have the relics? This one accepts these bones and relics as a generous gift to the Khajiit and Wood Elf people. Thank you. You have made all of this worth it. When he is able, Nethrin and Fellery will return to his home forest. We will return the bones of the Wood Elves and the relics, and hopefully bring closure to these long-ago tales. From the past comes hope for the future, yes? Go forth from this place with the blessings of the bright moons. We will always remember the honor you did the dead today.
Stealing rotten tomatoes and other refuse from Stablemaster Semiraz's midden heap. Dumping said refuse on the head of the Altmer commander Faruin during his visit to the Clanmother. And finally, knocking over the cart of a Trieste merchant while attempting to avoid capture. For all of these crimes, this one sentences him to the stocks until such time as he shows proper repentance.